Grandpa Shart, are you in here?
Damn.
Grandpa?
Hey, I'm in there working. I'm working on this.
There you
bad
are.
boy mower. I'm giving it a tune-up.
I was looking for you. The laundry was done.
What? Was I supposed to do laundry?
You said you would fold it.
Well, I'm busy. I'm out here.
Kind of look like
working on
you.
this lawnmower.
Oh, it looked like you were in your chair.
No, never get in that chair. That chair's for you.
Oh.
But you know, today we're gonna give this bad boy MZ Magnum. Let's see, it's a 2023, I believe. Oil change and a tune-up before I get to using it this summer. It's got a Kohler 725cc engine on it, one of those Kohler 7000 series, and they put them on a lot of mowers. If you got it on your mower, you know, this will be for you too, whether it's on a Cub or Husqvarna or whatever. Last night I was riding around with a deputy sheriff friend of mine. I says, it's kind of boring. Won't you stop somebody and give them a ticket? And he said, all right. He said, I'll get behind somebody and follow them for about 10 minutes. People just can't go 10 minutes without messing up something. Said, I'll find something to give them a ticket for within 10 minutes. Well, we got behind this fella. Hell, we followed him for 10 minutes. He didn't do nothing wrong. We followed him for 20 minutes. He didn't do nothing wrong. Followed him for 30 minutes. He didn't do nothing wrong. Drove perfect. Finally, my buddy said, I'm going to pull him over just to tell him how good of a driver he is. And I think he deserves that. I said, yeah, pull him on over and tell him. So he pulled him over, and we got out, and we went up there to the driver's side of the car there, and he said, man, I've been following you for 30 minutes. You ain't made one driving mistake. I just wanted to pull you over just to tell you what a great driver you are. And he said, well, officer, you got to be awful careful when you're drunk. But anyway, this is the kit I'll be using. I got this at Tractor Supply. It costs about 70 bucks. And it's everything you need for a Kohler 7000 series mower. And it tells you might have to figure up cc's to horsepower, but you know, it fits the Confident and the 7000 series. I think mine's a 22 horsepower. I think that's what 725cc. If I'm wrong, leave it in the comments. Tell me I'm wrong. But anyway, this has everything you need. It's even made in India. You know, all the stuff is quality made in India. But anyway, we're gonna do an unboxing of this. Show you how well it works. I used this last year, worked great. And first thing we're gonna do is change the oil in this puppy. What I like to do, where I work, they got a furnace that runs on motor oil and transmission fluid and stuff like that. So I always bring put it in this milk jug and take it to them every year. Recycling. First thing I gotta do is undo this. Try not to get no oil in my floor. There you go. Get this right. Man, where's my rags at? I got a little bit in the floor, not too bad. Thank you, Grandma. Clean this mess up. What's a tune-up without making a mess? There you go. All right, well, that's draining. I'm gonna go over here and take this oil filter off. Which is on this side right here. Now next year, I'm gonna tell you, next year when I do this, there's a drain plug that you can get that you can turn on and off. It's got an on and off switch on it, and you ain't gotta take that plug out. You just turn the switch and it'll flow. And then when you get ready for it to stop, just turn it. It's got an on-off thing on it. And I'm gonna put one of them on there. And when I do, I'll show you. But we're supposed to try to get you one of these little lawnmower wrenches that a crook like this, so you can get this thing off. Hopefully I turned it the right way and I don't look like a dummy. Now, I got my oil pan under there, and of course, what I like to do is stick a rag under here, kind of keep it from making such a big mess when I take it off. And of course, they was kind enough to put a hole right there where that oil just goes down in that pan. Knucklehead. You son of a, oh, hey, how you doing? I think I finally got it loose here. Of course, some of y'all might have trouble taking this thing off. Of course, Grandpa Shart never has trouble with that. Let's see here. Get this thing off here. Let it drain. Put this in this pan down here. In case y'all can't see it, I got a pan down there. Wipe this off right there. Let's see here. All righty. While I'm waiting on that to drain, we're gonna take off this air filter unit. You just on these 7000 series, it's got this right here. You just take these plugs off right there, just turn them, and then what I do is I keep me some clean rags. Take this thing off. I put me a clean rag down in there where no boogers can't get down in there. You don't want no boogers down in there, you know. But anyway, this thing, what I do is during the year, about every, I don't know, 10 hours, I'll pull this thing off and blow it out real good and clean it up. If you don't, it's gonna be starving for air. And I ain't even got no trees or much down here, you know, around here. I just got, you know, just regular grass mowing. It still gets clogged up pretty good. And I keep it mowed down pretty good, but it still gets pretty dirty. That's what it usually looks like after 10 hours, and it starts struggling to breathe. And when it does, it starts using oil and starts putting strain on the engine. But if you'll keep it cleaned out about every 10 hours, keep it blowed out, it won't have that problem. But anyway, I usually use my air compressor, but that's too much for this little, clean up this little bit right here. Let's see here. Just need to wipe it out real good. Let's see, I think I got that pretty clean. We'll go ahead and open this thing up. Get this air filter out. Put it on right after I pull up my pants. Y'all don't want to see my SpongeBob drawers, do you? But anyway, you put this thing on right here, just like this. Put its underwear on. Let's see here. Try to make sure you got good coverage on there. And there you go. Put this on just like this. It fits right on that. See, this fits right on there. This fits right on there. Make sure you got it down there good and it fits real good. Then you just put this back on. It'll fit. Might have to start cussing again. It just ain't to fit on there right. There you go. You got to make sure these wings are completely out or it won't. And get it back on there where it's nice and even. Snap them back on. That's done. Now we got to go to the spark plugs. I'll go to these right fast. They're supposed to be at 30, I think. Let's see. Filler gauge. You add up to 30. Let's see here. You got right here. You got. Let me get over here in the light. Grandpa Shart can't see as good as he used to. Let's see here. There's 0.26. Let's see. 0.8. 0.13. 0.15. I might need that. Let's see. Let me find one I can see better. These are kind of rusty. No, these are rusty, huh? I got more. I got 2 or 3 everything. That's what happens when you get older. You get 2 or 3 everything. This one's pretty new. I can see it. I can see this pretty good. Pick a gauge, any gauge. Don't tell me which one it is. All right. Okay. Here's a 15 and a 15. Oh, here's one right on the nose. Can they see that, Grandma? 30. That's what it's supposed to be. All right. And you got to take these spark plugs and see, gap them right. That's in there. Make sure it just fits snug. Snug like that is fine. That means it's exactly right. If it's snug, you can get it in there and it's snug. Right here. That's exactly the way they need to be. All right, now we're going to see which one of these fit. You know, I got this kit on Amazon, this spark plug socket kit. And because when I was growing up, there was only about, I don't know, a couple different size spark plugs. Now there's like 5. So in order to be able to keep up with it better and always know I got spark plug socket that'll fit, I just bought a kit off Amazon. It wasn't that much money. And it comes with, you know, it comes with an extension, all 5 of them. Sockets. It comes with a wobble, even a wobble socket to get in tough places. And, alrighty. Take these spark plugs off. Let's see here. Where you at? There you go. So good and fine. Might have to. Let me get out. You don't want to do nothing too rash, but you might need an extra force there to get this off. Take a little bitty pair of pliers to get it off. And take this old one out. Now, I can go a lot more hours without tuning it up, but I tune mine up every year. I only put about 50 hours on it a year, but dang, this thing cost me about $5,000. And $5,000 is a lot of money. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take care of it, and every year this thing gets a tune-up. If it's just 50 hours, it's just 50 hours, but it's gonna get tune-up and an oil change every year. Take care of it. What did I do with that spark? I let it fall down. Oh, here it is. Put it right here. Switch it over. Get it started first. Oh, I'm gonna have to re-gauge it. I gotta get the end of it. I'm gonna have to re-gauge it, Mama. Me and my clumsy self. See that 30 down here, there you go. There's the 30. You gotta watch it. If you tap the end of these things, they'll bend just easy. That's the reason. Now, when I hit it, I knew I had to re-gauge it. Let's see. Well, it'd help if I put it at the right angle. I'll do this again. Oh, don't it? Let's see. 30 again. I'm gonna fooey. Yeah, it'll help if I put it in at the right angle. That always helps out a lot. That and turning it the right way. Not cross-threading. Just kind of got to feel your way around in here. I don't know why they put these things in a hole all dang time. You don't want to get this thing too tight, just nice and snug. You ain't got to tighten it all that much when it gets down to the end. Well, you son of a... Hey, how you doing? I just had to take this screwdriver and pry this out. It was stuck on there good, wound up breaking a piece of rubber off of it. I put that piece of rubber on and put some electrical tape on it. When I go get to town and get to the store, I'll buy another rubber plug go on this thing. It ain't no big deal. But anyway, let's see, off. There you go. Let me take this one off. You know, I never thought that I'd need electrical tape today, and I never thought I'd be using a screwdriver to take a plug off of a spark plug. But you know, sometimes when you get to working on something, you have way more tools than what you expect, and you just keep getting them out, what you need, and just keep plugging at it until you get the job done. It's just a part of working on anything. Sometimes you'll go to working on something, this thing, dang on, it'll just take me about 10 minutes. And sometimes you get to working on something, and it looks like it takes 10 minutes, but winds up taking half an hour or an hour. And then sometimes you look at something, man, that's gonna be tough, that's gonna take a while. And it winds up being 10 minutes, you just don't never know. See, this one ain't burned that bad. It's only got 50 hours on it. It ain't hardly burned it all, but you know, I'm gonna put a new one in because, like I said, man, I plan on this thing lasting me a while. This thing costs as much as a darn car. But you know, with a traditional lawnmower, this 3.5 acres took me 8 or 9 hours to mow. Man, it worked you dead. And then with a traditional lawnmower, it just wasn't really made to mow all them many acres. It wasn't made to mow no 3.5 acres. So you know, they never did last that long. Just like I said, you just want snug. And maybe that. Put this back on. Make sure it's on good snug. There you go. put my tool up. I won't be making this anymore, not till next year, I don't think. But yeah, this thing's on Amazon, and it's got all 5 of them you'll need to work on any spark plug, and it's got a wobble socket, this extension, and it ain't that high. It's not that high at all. Let's see here. I ain't gonna need the electrical tape no more. I don't think I'll need this screwdriver no more like this no more. So I put this up. Here. Let's see. And put my filler in. Find that in a minute. Anyway, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get out this oil filter right here. Take the end off, and so it'll seal right. We're gonna get the oil. Tell you what. Get a little oil like this. I'm not gonna use what's in that pan because it's got a little gasoline in it. I want pure oil. Take some of this old oil right here and just dab it around there. Get that sealed nice and soaked with motor oil. And just back down in there. There. Now that I got this motor oil around that ring where it'll seal good, and that rag out of the way, let's wipe it down. Clean up my mess. I'll put this back and put a brand new one on here. Just hand tighten it. And maybe give it a little nudge with this, and that'll be tight enough. Put this up. Put this out of the way. Now, some of you gonna get all tore up about me, the kind of pipe dope I'm using. But, you know, I've used it on here before and always been able to get it off. Yeah, I'll use it on here again. I don't really care nothing. That thing, I got some of that wraparound tape type pipe dope, but can't find it. I ain't got all day to be looking. So I'm gonna use some of this true blue type pipe dope. And really that white tape pipe dope is better. It would be better to use on an application like this, but heck, like I said, this will work just fine. I got it off this time, and I used it last time, and I'll get it off next time. Next time will be the last time that I have to do this at all, because I'm gonna buy that plug with the I'm gonna buy that plug with the on and off switch on it, so I ain't gotta take nothing off no more. I just turn it on and it spews. I got that idea off YouTube. Pretty good idea. The guy put one on his pickup. He liked it so much. In case you're wondering, on this bad boy anyway. This is an 11/16 that fits this. I just take a crescent wrench on that top one, take this 11/16 on it, and tighten her up. Or take it off, whichever one I'm doing. All right, that's tight enough. All right. There you go. All right. Side. Put this off to the side. Now, all I got is change the gas filter and put oil in it, of course. This is the gas filter. Get it out of here. It tells you it's got an arrow. It's a gas flowing this way. So that means you need to go in like this with that going towards the carburetor. I'm gonna pull this pan back over here in case this thing leaks for gas. Yeah, I'll put a rag under here. And then I turn this gas off, this valve off right here. And then I'll set that right there. I'll get me a pair of needle nose pliers where I can take them clamps off. It's got 2 clamps. All right, I got the gas off. See, got 2 clamps, one right here. Just got to get it at the right. Squeeze them 2 together. I got one of these clamps. There, you might have one that had to take a screwdriver and take clamp, loosen the clamp. But these right here, you just squeeze. And Lordy have mercy. Lord, this thing. It's been on here a year and it's on there, buddy. You just have to work with it, back and forth, kind of pull until it comes off. It'll take a minute. Like I said, just keep plugging at it. Just keep working at it. And you'll, there you go. All right, there's one side. Now this other side shouldn't be that bad because I've got more room to work here. Just kind of unscrew it. Work at it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Come on. Boy, I don't know if this thing even needs any clamps. Keep it from leaking. Well, I said this one was going to be easier. Come on, come on. There you go. And see, gas is still going out of it real good. I mean, it really didn't need it, but like I said, I just tried to take extra good care of this thing. It ain't too often Grandma Shart lets me spend that kind of money. I can't be spending $5,000 all the time. Try to get this thing on as good as you can. You don't want leaking gas. Let's see. Now we put on this side. There you go. Get this clamp back on. All right, now turn the gas back on. There you go. Look at this. Alright. I got no gas on the floor, didn't I? It's a little bit windy. I usually do this outside, but it's a little bit windy today, and I didn't know whether y'all could hear that or not. So I did it inside. Just for you guys. Let's see here. Alrighty. Now I gotta put oil in. Let me go get my phone. Where did I put my phone? Where did I? Alright, let's put oil in. Wipe off that. We wipe off the inside of this funnel. Make sure we don't put any boogers in the lawnmower. Don't want no boogers in there. What boogers just belong in your nose and on the bottom of your shoe. That's the only place boogers belong. Now, Grandma Shart didn't like that comment, but that's the reason she married me. For my little booger comments. If it wasn't for my booger comments, she wouldn't have never married me. You know that. Let's see. It said it takes 2 quarts of oil. This thing also comes with a little instruction manual. It tells you different things, you know, your gap size on these spark plugs and different things. So, I mean, you know, it's got all that information. That's another thing I like about this little thing, other than having everything in it at once. You got to buy everything separate. And it, like I said, at about $70, it ain't that bad of a price. Yeah, just put this oil in where the dipstick goes. Sounds like Mama licking her lips when I take my shirt off. That's exactly what this oil sounds like gushing out of it. Every time I take my shirt off, she just goes. All that's in there. It takes exactly 2 quarts in this thing. Yeah, and I keep me an extra one just in case something happened and it did use a little bit of oil. I could put it in there, but you know, you'd be better off with too little than too much. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put about a half a quart in, maybe a little bit more, about 3/4 quart. Then I'm gonna crank it up and let it get in that oil filter right good, and then put the rest of it in there. Let's see, I'll get rid of this down here. This right here. This that'll put it right here. Here. I'll break it up, cut it. Yeah, let's see here. Perfect. Well, folks, we done cranked her up and for a minute, and got the oil filter full. Put that other 1/4 of a quart in. Now we're fixing to put everything up, but you know, Grandpa Shart learned most of what he knows from his old daddy. But I also learned a lot from other people, like this Taryl Fixes All on YouTube. I've been watching him for years and learned a great deal from him. He goes slow where you can follow him, and he's also very entertaining. As a matter of fact, his name is Taryl Dactyl, and he's got a brother called Taryl Dactyl. He tells better jokes than Grandpa Shart too. But anyway, I encourage y'all to check out his channel, Taryl Fixes All. If he ain't got it, you don't need it. Here, let me show you something. Them on Shart, make sure you get his handle on there where folks can see it and they can learn too. And by golly, he even sells this good old turd wax right here. Sells this good old turd wax that I use when I'm selling something. And before I shine it up with this turd wax before it leaves the door. After excuse the rain, it started coming down. We had to shut the garage door. But anyway, he's also got a real cool calendar right here that I got from while I was up there seeing him. But anyway, for all you people out there that don't like me, honk honk, and all you people that do like me, thumbs up. Y'all leave me a comment in the comment section and be sure to like and subscribe. Remember, Jesus in your heart give you joy. Jesus in your relationships will give you stability. Until next time, Grandpa Shart